First of all, I want to thank you all for being here, because it's great to see so many agencies and people just coming together in one room. It's just brilliant to see. I'm going to talk about my personal journey from the beginning of the IF group and how I've grown and the responsibility I feel and the hopes for the future. Around 2 years ago, I was dragged along to a large meeting that talked about the big lottery, the bid, and the whole host of jargon I could never hope to understand. Each, that many of you may have turned up, brought some service clients, and we're all put in a room to brainstorm about what we wanted this service to look like. We're a motley bunch of people, and we're from diverse and different backgrounds, but we're also very strong-willed. I was very intimidated, I'm not going to lie. I was only 22 years old, and I still had some of that associated stigma to some of the people in the room, and I'm very ashamed to admit that, but it's how I felt at the time. But as I said, I was 22 years old, and I thought, what could I possibly have to say that would be inspiring or be relevant to what all these great people in the room were saying? I really wanted to say something, but I never said a word. We continued to meet up on a semi-regular basis, and I continued in that vein. I was listening to everything what people were saying, and I was taking it in, but I never had confidence to actually speak up and say what I wanted to say. I remember well having great ideas in my head, but doubting myself, thinking, are these ideas relevant? Would I get shot down? But then someone else would say the exact same thing I was thinking, and I'd curse my lack of conviction to say the things myself. But at the same time, it's welcoming that we're all on the same page and thinking the same things. The first word I consciously remember saying was independence, a point I am very keen to push forward, that the IF group should be an independent and hold people accountable. I remember the turning point for me within the group. Personal problems surfaced in my private life, and a dear friend, one of the founding members who came to the very first meeting, passed away. My own private mental health suffered greatly, but somehow going to these groups suddenly had a much more personal meaning to me. It was work, it was good work, work that can change the system, work that not only got people's lives better, but saved lives where the systems had failed them and they couldn't recover. Sarah Minns then came in as interim project manager and bamboozled us all with her willingness to listen to us and extreme patience with our group, because we wasn't the easiest to get on around that time. And the ability that she treated us like professionals and not like a client group that empowered us to really push forward as a group. I shortly became vice chair after surprising even myself by putting my name in the hat. At the time, I was half hoping I wouldn't actually get in. I was too comfy, I was a last minute thing. No, actually I didn't want it, but too late. Alas, I was surprised, alas, I was put in. But I was surprised at how much I could handle myself. And from someone quiet who couldn't shut me up, I felt valued, and I became close friends to the other members. They were like a family, a strange, dynamic, odd family, but a family at that. There's hope and love for everyone in this group. Now I have progressed to chair of the IF group, and I can barely recognise the kid who joined. I hope to continue the amazing work we've done and strive towards a better future, and bring it back to the first word I ever remember speaking, independence for the group. Thank you.